You know, if we need a little bit of help getting up, we just fire off the cannons and it gives us that boost we need. That boost. Alright, Stanley. Alright, we're going to save you in your current state because I feel like... Oh, no, we're not. We're going to get rid of these. Oh, you know what? Fuck this. You know what? I was going to get rid of these and go up with the hill with this machine, but I feel like we can make a brand new machine. So let's go ahead and put the blades back on, Stanley. The serial sheep murderer, Stanley. And we'll save him to this. And we're going to make a brand new vehicle for this mission. All we have to do is drive up this thing, get to the top, and then jump off and land down here. Right? So, I think the best thing we can do is make ourselves like a really tight, small vehicle with really good control. And I think the way we can do that is to make ourselves like a sort of a motorcycle, almost. So let's go ahead and get our wheels on. Look at this. And we're definitely going to need armor because there's archers all over the place. Let's get rid of this. Jeez. That. And they're going to be they're right here, and they shoot up at your wheels a lot once you're up there. It's really annoying, actually. So we could actually blow them up immediately if we could fire a cannon maybe and hit them. But actually, I want to use a cannon for a booster because now that I've sort of started that tactic, it seems like the right thing to do. And I'm also going to add some more armor to this thing. Not too much. I want the speed, but at the same time, I don't want the bows and arrows to give us too much of an issue. So we're just going to do this. And now I want to add the standard brace to give ourselves some stability. There we go. We got top and bottom. This thing looks pretty badass. It sort of reminds me like the Bat motorcycle thing. The Bat cycle. Now, could we do anything interesting with this to make it even more interesting? Well, first we're going to have to obviously do the wheels here. Alright, we got the wheels steering set up. We could actually... What would happen if we just boosted every single wheel to 200% speed? I'm trying it. It may be unwieldy. We may not be able to control it going so fast, but I don't give it an F. Or a UCK. Let's go ahead and see if we can't add some flourishes to this bastard. I kind of like the looks of this. There's no reason to have this on here, but I love it. Even though it looks a little bit backwards now, because it looks like we have a spoiler on the front. No, I don't like it now. Now that I've seen that part of it. Okay. Okay. I think we're good to go. Let's try it. Woo! Yeah! That was really effective. And in fact, if we took the cannon off, we could go upside down and just drive upside down if we really wanted to. Just like the Batman motorcycle. God damn. I keep going back to the Batman motorcycle because I love Batman. Me and Batman, BFFs. Except he doesn't know exist, and also he's not real. So, anyway. We're going to call that the Tron cycle, because it actually looks like that as well. I was talking about Batman like 17 times leading up to this, and then I just changed the reference right at the end. Alright, cool. Let's move on. We've saved the Tron, and now we're going to go ahead and... I think this is the last mission, and I have just the machine for the job. The Scorpion 6 2, friends. And actually, we're going to call it the Scorpion 6 Mark II, because that seems more official. And also, I'm going to... Where's that at? Can't I save this thing? Oh, we got to open it first, don't we? And we're going to now save it as the Scorpion 6 Mark II, because that seems more tank-like. And then we'll go ahead and delete this version. Same thing, different name. All right, so this thing is an absolute atrocity. It isn't even that efficient, and in fact, it's using the old catapult system that I used before, so it doesn't always work. However, I'll show you guys what it looks like in action. If we have to make any changes, we will. But so, it's got the saw blades in the front, which just obliterates the infantry that are going to come charging at us, these guys. It has 3 catapults, which will do, hopefully, the damage it needed to this castle. And then it's got like 70,000 cannons on the sides, facing left and right, so that it can blow up some extra houses whenever I launch the beast. We use L to launch the catapults and C to launch the cannons. And then, of course, the standard controls for the, driving. So let's see this bastard in action. We gotta be careful with it. It does drive pretty slow. In fact, I did that on purpose. And now we'll fire this bastard off. Woo! Oh my god, it didn't work very well. Okay, so what we need to do, and I'll show you guys how to do it, how to fix these catapults. First of all, I don't always use, I guess I do use the same system in the other cannon, but what we want to do is add this so that it stops earlier than it is right now, because it's hitting the lip of this the carriers and blowing up before it even leaves. So hopefully this fixes it, but we might need to actually adjust the springs a bit since we made this adjustment. So let's go ahead and do a test. Yeah, that didn't work at all, did it? What did that do actually? Oh wow. Yeah, the springs are just pulling on it too much, and it's breaking before the cannon even gets there. So let's go ahead and delete the springs. And hopefully that'll be enough to fix it. And we also want to do what we did before and adjust the braces on these legs, these arms, so that they're also connected partially to the swivel thing here. It's obscene, isn't it, though? I mean, like, just looking at this thing is absolutely terrifying, but then you see it work and you're like, oh, never mind. I'm not terrified at all. We do want to add these to this so that the bomb holder things, carriers, don't fly off. That's one of the problems as well on these catapults. Alright, and then we want to give this thing some more braces. I'm not sure why this is so unbraced. Jesus. Of course it's going to break. We're going to make it attached to this. This attached to this, and then we'll even attach them like this. It's obscene, isn't it? Look at this thing. Jesus. All right, we'll just add some more braces down the sides. More braces, more braces. We're alright here, actually. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so we'll add like this. Add like this. Just give it as much structural integrity, because the problem we were having is that this thing was breaking off before the arm even got up there. It was just falling apart. So I want to give it a lot more sturdiness, and actually probably important to brace it down this front too, because that seemed to be where it was crumbling the most actually. Oh yeah, science, bitches. This is not science at all. I'm just fucking guessing it. Okay, let's give it another shot now. I think we fixed the problems. Oh yeah, we didn't even add the fucking springs back. Alright, let's add the springs back. We have to make the springs higher up first, so they're at the top of this thing, and we'll just leave the 2, and then we'll add this one, Alright. Look at that. Look at this thing. Jesus. It's such an abomination, isn't it? This thing is off, actually. Let me get rid of that and put it where it needs to be. There we go. Alright. Now, let's give it another shot here. Let's make sure the buttons are the same. Yeah. There we go. Well, it kind of still falls apart, but it'll work. Oh my god, look at all this blood. Alright, here we go. What the fuck? Just fucking randomly blows up. I just don't get it. It's inconsistent. I love inconsistency. It's actually, inconsistency is one of my least favorite things in video games, but I'm just going to digress and pretend that is not the case. Alright. We blew that up. Alright, we blew... we did it! Boom! Boom! Booyah! Alright, cool. Oh my god. I was super pumped about this. I'm sorry. It was uncontrollable pumpness. We just blew up a castle, several village housing units, a fucking windmill, and several infantry units. We just sawed them into pieces. Don't forget that fact. Let's not gloss over the fact that we just murdered like 50 little dudes by the fact that, you know, we made some big explosions. The killing of the little dudes is a very important part to our success. So let's make sure we give the credit to the saw blades and the just massacre of blood and guts that we created properly. On that said, I think this is the end, so we have nothing to do. It's back to Besiege menu. Like I said at the beginning, if you guys are interested in this game and you like what you see, please go support the developers, Spiderling Games, by buying the early access. You can get it on Steam and so forth. It's really good. It's really fun. And maybe I haven't updated my game in a while, but maybe the latest update might even add some more stuff to it. You can also go to the sandbox. It says work in progress, but you can actually go in there. In fact, let's just go in there for a second. Look at this. Just mess around with all these obstacles and shit and just do whatever the hell you want. Watch this. Let's give it a go here. Just fucking explodes for no reason up there. Jesus. Christ. I actually think one of the problems is probably the springs being too low. But I don't want to go too far into this because I can work on this thing all day long, and you guys probably know way more about physics and shit than I do, so I don't want to embarrass myself really. Look at this. I've left this thing so screwed up. Anyway, first of all, let's fire the cannons one more time before we go. Boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, let's go kill those infantry over there, and I'm seeing... Look at this thing. This is the slowest. This is so slow. Look at this. The fucking chicken's dying and shit. This is my kind of game. Look how slow it is. I'm leaving it slow on purpose because if we go too fast at this thing, the bombs jiggle around and blow up inside the fucking carriers. It's the worst. Don't worry, boys. I'm coming to blow your shit up. I'm going to run right into it so that I can not miss... Oh, wow. I say that, and they literally blow up and don't do any damage. Perfect way to end an episode of Besiege on EchPlays. Oh, my God. Look at this thing. It's like the scrote. It's like the scrote of our machine is just bouncing around like a fucking crazy person. Jesus. All right. Perfect. We just got the mention of a scrote and a scrotum in before the end of the episode. So I'm pleased with this overall. I'm Esh. This is EchPlays Besiege. Like I said, buy the game if you want to support it. And until next time, as always, play on.